Hi, Dr. Basha and my friends. Today we're going to present the case study 24. Will the stumbling BesiCo be great again? Our group members are Zaid and me, Wong Qi Rong, and Intan. Question 1. Based on the Appendix 1, write a reply on behalf of the CFO to the directors. First query. How did the BesiCo assess in going concern ability and what are the future plans? Regarding the current liability assisting current assets by RM 2,921 million, we acknowledge the challenging financial situation at BesiCo. We have assessed our going concern ability and formulated a comprehensive plan to address our financial difficulties. This plan is including engaging with the potential investor and implementing cost-cutting measures to improve our financial position. Second query. How did BesiCo justify the appropriateness to continue to record such deferred tax asset in the balance sheet? The recorded deferred tax asset of appropriately RM 378 million despite reason loss are justified based on our expectation of future profitability. We believe that our restructuring effort and potential investment will contribute to a positive turnaround, supporting the appropriateness of recording deferred tax asset. Third query. Despite the evidence of impairment toward the group properties, plant and equipment, we were unable to ascertain the appropriateness of the report balance at the cost basis as well as its liberation reserve. We understand the importance of the accurately reporting the value of our property, plant and equipment. We are in the process of providing the details evidence to ascertain the appropriateness of reporting balance at the cost basis and revaluation reserve. Our aim is to ensure transparency and adherence to accounting standard. Fourth query. The inventories comprising spare suppliers and consumable of RM 104 million, which is recorded as cost basis. We are unable to ascertain the recoverability of such inventories and hence the appropriateness to report them at cost basis. The inventories comprising spare supplier and consumable of 104 million are recorded as cost basis. We will provide additional information to address concern about the recoverability of those inventories and justify their reporting at cost basis. Fifth query. Although the Giant Steel plant has temporarily costed operation, no provision for onerous contract has been made in the relation to the offtake agreement with the BesiDRI Sdn Bhd for supply of steel bottle. We are unable to ascertain the extent of adjustment needed for the onerous contract. We acknowledge that the absence of provision for onerous contract related to the offtake agreement with the BesiDRI Sdn Bhd. We are currently evaluating the extent of adjustment needed for this onerous contract and will provide a comprehensive response and to address this issue.
Thank you, Wong. Let us move on to financial statement analysis. BesiCo, a prominent entity navigating the complexities of the business world, recently disclosed its financial performance for the fiscal year ending 2016. This analysis seeks to delve into examination of BesiCo's financial standing and also presents strategic recommendations aimed at fostering a resilient and prosperous future. Let us look at the financial performance analysis which comparing for year end 2015 and 2016. First, we can see revenue decline. BesiCo's financial narrative is punctuated by a profound dip in revenue, a critical aspect warranting meticulous investigation. The 2016 revenue of Rm701,779,000 reflects a staggering variance of Rm1,385,729,000 when compared to the preceding fiscal year, signaling a red flag that necessitates an in-depth analysis of the contributing factors. For the second point is operating expenses improvement. While grappling with the revenue challenge, BesiCo exhibits a commendable reduction in operating expenses. The operating loss for year 2016 stands at Rm308 million and 312,000, showcasing an improvement from the 2015 figure of Rm336,151,000. This hints at operational adjustment that have positively impact the company bottom line. Next point for net loss reduction and finance costs. Despite continuing to report net loss, BesiCo displays a noteworthy reduction of Rm95,813,000. The concurrent in finance cost has positive sign when it shows decrease by Rm15,498,000. However, the overall impact on financial performance is constrained by the sharp decline in revenue. Lastly is taxation decrease. An encouraging aspect lies in the substantial decrease in tax expenses, plummeting from 2015 to 2016 by 12,542,000. This positive shift in the tax burden is indicative of potential tax management improvements deserving further exploration for sustainable practice. For the next analysis is financial position. We can see that the total assets decline and the equities also drop. BesiCo's financial health is underscored by a substantial decline in total assets, dropping from Rm3,240,000,000 and 144,000 in 2015 to Rm2,842,000,000 and 150,000 in 2016, resulting in variance of Rm371,994,000. Equally alarming is the total equity situation, with negative reserve at Rm1,236,704,000 in 2016 compared to Rm797,948,000 in 2015, signifying a weakened financial position. Next, liability dynamics. Why non-current liabilities decreased slightly, which is Rm259,316,000, there was a notable increase in current liabilities from Rm2,831,000,000 and 806,000 in 2015 to Rm3,285,000,000 and 813,000 in 2016. This shift in liabilities dynamics requires a careful attention to ensure short-term obligations are met without compromising long-term stability. Alright, let us look at the financial ratio analysis. First point, current ratio decline. The current ratio indicating short-term liquidity declined from 0.21 in 2015 to 0.11 in 2016. This signals potential liquidity challenges require a closer look at working capital management to ensure a robust financial position. For the second point, debt to equity ratio reduction. While there is reduction in the debt to equity ratio from 3.57 in 2015 to 1.94 in 2016, suggesting a decrease in financial leverage, the company still carries a substantial debt burden. A more nuanced approach to debt management and reduction could further enhance financial stability. For the third point, negative return on equity (ROE). The negative ROE of negative 66.28% in 2016 and negative 77.35% in 2015 indicates a lack of positive returns for shareholders. This underscores the urgency for strategic interventions to reverse this trend, fostering investor confidence and trust. Finally, let us delve into comprehensive strategic recommendation. For the first part, operational focus. BesiCo should conduct a granular analysis of the factors contributing to the revenue decline. Implementing robust cost management strategies, streamlining operations, and optimizing resource allocation can enhance operational efficiency. Next, financial stability enhancement. To enhance financial stability, BesiCo should explore opportunities for revenue diversification and generation. Developing a comprehensive deleveraging strategy, potentially through asset sales or strategic partnership, can alleviate the debt burden and create more sustainable financial structure. 3. Strategic planning. A critical review of existing business strategies is paramount to align with dynamic market conditions. BesiCo should explore potential strategic partnerships, alliance, or market diversification to foster growth and mitigate risks associated with a single market segment. Next, investor communication. Transparent communication with stakeholders is crucial during times of financial challenge. BesiCo should communicate openly about the financial challenge faced and the planned course of action. Engaging external financial advisors can lend credibility to the strategic approach, instilling investor confidence. Finally, continuous monitoring. Regular monitoring of key financial indicators is essential. BesiCo should be agile in adjusting strategies based on market conditions. Periodic external audits can provide an unbiased assessment of the company's financial health, offering insight for continuous improvement. In conclusion, BesiCo stands a critical juncture where strategic decisions will determine its future trajectory. The strategic recommendation outlined above aim to guide BesiCo towards a path of financial recovery and sustainable growth through a holistic approach encompassing operational refinement, financial stability enhancement, strategic planning, transparent communication, and continuous monitoring. BesiCo can navigate the challenge and emerge stronger in the dynamic business landscape. Thank you.
Question number 3. Based on the appendix 3, analyze the retrenchment and layoff arrangement from the perspective of human resource manager for the managing director of BesiCo. The answer should also incorporate the practical solution to address the problem faced by BesiCo. First, analyze the retrenchment of layoff arrangement. The decision retake the 800 workers at Giant Steel, as outlined in the Appendix 3, stem from the financial struggle and company inability to operate profitably in fiercely competitive steel industry. The challenges faced including global overcapacity and influx of lower-priced steel product from China and local difficulty that have significantly impact of profitability of Giant Steel. The consequences of this decision are evidenced in protests and concern expressed by affected employees, highlighting the challenges associated with the immediately closure and the lack of clarity regarding future employee opportunities. Financial strain on workers is further exacerbated by half-monthly salary payment since January and uncertainty about when operation might resume. The potential legal implications of the retrenchment are arise, with workers perceiving it as unfair, creating the possibility of legal action against BesiCo. Additionally, the protests and dissatisfaction among the workers may negatively impact BesiCo public image, emphasizing the need of careful management of public relations. Practical solution. To address these challenges, practical solution can be implemented. Communication and the transparency are essential, necessitating open and clear communication with the affected employees about the reason for retrenchment and the company future plans. Providing financial support such as several package and establish fund to aid employees in their job search or skill development can evaluate their immediately financial burden, engaging legal experts to ensure compliance with the labor laws and regulation is crucial, with a detailed explanation of the legal aspects of detachment during the meeting with the affected employees. Job place assistance, collaboration with the relevant agency of career counseling and networking opportunity, and the implementation of the employee assistance programs can further support affected workers. Engaging with the unions or workers' representative to negotiate fair terms and explore alternative cost cut measure before retrenchment are additional strategies. By implementing this practical solution, BesiCo can navigate the challenges associated with the retrenchment more effectively, mitigate negative consequences, and demonstrate a commitment to well-being of its employees.
Okay, thank you, Wong, for your explanation. For the last question, yes, I agree that the consulting firm should considering proposing the regulations plan to both board of director and managing director. So here are some considerations to help justify the approach. So first is communications. When BesiCo has established communication for receiving a recommendation and proposal, so the consulting firm should adhere the communication channel. So this is also to ensure that the information is conveyed in manner consistent with organization's practice. Next, client preference. Not all the client preference has the same preference. So some client may prefer a collaborative approach where the recommendations are discussed with all the relevant stakeholders. And some of clients may prefer a some way sequential approach with initial discussion before presenting to others. So it is essential to align the consulting firm's approach with the client preference. Next is scope of engagement. The consulting firm's rules is more focused on a specific area such as financial restructuring and operational improvement. So when the consulting firm's engagement involves providing comprehensive strategic advice and recommendations, it may be appropriate to present the regulations or restructuring plan directly to both board of directors and the managing directors. And lastly is coordinator and alignment. So the consulting firm should ensure that its recommendations are aligned with overall strategy and objective of BesiCo. So coordinator between the board and the managing director may be necessary to achieve the alignment. That's all from me. Thank you.